Podcast Alien Meditation, Episode 2. Welcome to the Alien Meditation Podcast, the program where we teach you to connect with your stellar ancestors and empower your spirit with the Andean philosophy. I am Karen Priero, shamanic facilitator, instructor, and founder of the international school Alien Meditation. Access alienmeditation.com to find content and courses that will help you in your spiritual growth and your training in holistic therapies. Spirituality is planting your feet in the ground. In the last episode, I talked about the importance of having some kind of expansion of consciousness to be aware of the subtle world and parallel reality to this third-dimensional place, and not just stay with what we read in books or hear from a religious leader. However, there is one very important thing to highlight, and that is that spiritual practice also implies planting your feet in the ground. The chakra system is an energy system that is connected to the glands of your body. Chakras are energy centers, and they are energy centers because they are like points where energy accumulates in your body in the form of a vortex. In total, we have 7 main chakras. They are connected to our glands in the physical body. Each chakra has a specific function so that we have a full experience on Earth. When I mention planting your feet on the ground, that means having well balanced the first chakras. Our thoughts and emotions are capable of altering the energy and frequency of our chakras. So, depending on what we think and what we feel, we can alter the balance of a chakra for better or for worse. The first chakra, the root chakra, it's called the root precisely because it is as if it works like the root of a tree. A tree does not grow and has life if it does not have a root. We, as beings incarnated on Earth, have a similar system, and the first chakra is the root that anchors our existence to Earth. Therefore, it is a chakra closely linked with the energy of the Earth and the material energy. When a person, for example, thinks and feels that money is dirty, that person is automatically unbalancing the root chakra, because that person considers that an object of exchange as important as money to keep us alive and physically active on this earth is something impure and is something dirty. Consequently, he or she will always think that having material achievements is something dirty or impure. This vision is highly reflected in ascetics, who are people who think that through suffering and renouncing material life and the pleasure of the flesh, they will be able to find their spiritual goal. This goes in complete dissonance with the objective of the root chakra, that it is to nourish ourselves materially and to make us achieve our material achievements to keep us on earth in a balanced way. The ideal is that we do not have excesses, but neither lackings. The other extreme, on the other hand, is seeing money as an omnipotent God, also unbalances the earth chakra. A person who is governed only by moving in life to conquer material goals is also not being 100% full in her existence. A plant can also die when it receives excess nutrients or water. So when we are very attached to matter, we can also unbalance our energy centers. The ideal, then, is to maintain a balance. Understand that money is an object of exchange. Money is neither good or bad. It is like a tool, like a knife, for example. You can use it to make a salad and feed your family, or you can use it to murder someone. It depends on your intention how to use that tool. Money is simply the material manifestation of your life energy on earth. That earthly energy and the energy of your work and your effort are managed to manifest through a material object that in this case is money. In past times it was gold and silver, and in future times it will probably be algorithms and digits in data banks. Either way, be it in gold or silver, in bills, in cryptocurrencies, in a digital bank balance or whatever, there is always the material concretization of your sacred vital energy of the body that Mother Earth gave you and that you used to work. Therefore, it's extremely important that you understand and respect your vital energy and that you know that there is nothing bad or dirty about the element that materializes all the efforts and commitment that you have made in your work. On the other hand, the second chakra is the energy center linked to the pleasure and the sensations. The ascetics also think that the renunciation of pleasure of the flesh is very important to achieve their spiritual goal. However, when we refrain from any comfort, from any affection of your own body, we are detaching ourselves directly from the energy of our second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. Without a well-balanced sacral chakra, we will not have empathy for others, since that chakra is directly linked to the sensations. Without that chakra in balance, we will not have a sufficient emotional structure to be able to manifest ourselves on earth. Consequently, we will abstain and repress any type of emotional manifestation to others. We will behave like automated robots on earth, and that will deprive us of being human beings. I do not want to criticize religions, but there are some that are so extreme that they cannot conceive the idea that a woman and a man spontaneously manifest their existence without this ending in things that they consider impure, such as premarital sexual relations. This vision seems very unhealthy to me because it means that as human beings, regardless of being man or woman, we have to abstain and eradicate any type of emotional and affective manifestation, because with that religious mentality, it will lead us into impure things. This is incredible to see how through the vision of these religions, we are not able to establish physical contact without these having an interest of exploiting us sexually, and that they do not have the capacity that human contact can really be a spontaneous manifestation of our hearts to express our affection to others. In this way, in this type of dogmas, people are not allowed to hug freely. Even in some traditions, women have to feel ashamed of their own bodies and cover themselves because they are responsible for Adam having bitten the apple. This radical vision seems very unhealthy to me. It is very bad for mental and emotional health for humanity, because we cannot express ourselves and manifest that we can be friends without need to have selfish interests. On the other hand, there are other extremes of sects where it is generally mentioned the work of the Kundalini energy, which is a vital energy of the human being that is linked to the entire chakra system, but Western views like to mainly link it to the sacral chakra. As this chakra is responsible for the sensations and the pleasure of life, there are some sects that link this chakra to the sexual act, where they say that they will activate their Kundalini energy through aberrant practices. In India, the practices of the Kundalini energy are very complex and cannot be done in a weekend workshop. It requires a lifetime of dedication and discipline to this practice. But here in West, weekend workshops are held where there is usually an instructor dude who has more of a sexual depraved face than a true conscious being. These sects distort the practice of Kundalini, and their opportunistic leaders sell the idea to people that through the aberrant practices, an expansion of Kundalini energy and an expansion of consciousness will be achieved. This is the other side of the coin. On one hand, the extremist people, where women have to cover up because they have to feel ashamed of their own bodies. And on the other hand, these weekend workshops, where the dude blesses the participants of his workshop with his genital organ. These two ways of approaching everything that our sacral chakra implies are wrong. The ideal is that we find the balance between pleasure and sensations, but that we have also control of them. We can express our emotions with our partner by giving a pure and sincere spontaneous hug to our friends, spending a weekend caressing our body or going to a spa. We have to feel the physical sensations of our body. We have to understand the non-verbal language of our body. Our body is the vehicle we have to express our existence on earth. Knowing how to take good care of it, connect with it, and pamper it is important. And as mammalian beings, we also manifest ourselves with non-verbal language. Physical contact, caresses, and hugs are very important to express our affection to family and friends. This makes us human beings and prevents us to being automated robots. So here come my conclusion on what it's for me to have a conscious spiritual life. It is planting your feet on the ground. It is living on planet Earth and belonging to it, regardless of the fact that some of our souls have an origin on other planets. The fact is that we are incarnated in Gaia, in Pachamama, and that we need its earthly energy to exist. We need to find a balance and not think that marriage is something dirty or think that asceticism and the renunciation of any kind of pleasure, material and physical manifestation is something healthy. We do not have to see spirituality as a specific experience within our existence, where we occasionally have an expansion of consciousness and we can feel beings of light. But we have to see it as a daily practice where day by day we have the discipline to have the practices of connecting with our own emotions, with our own feelings, and with our own body, so that we can be conscious beings and activate our sixth sense to have more empathy for others. And understand that without an anchor in the ground, everything else will be useless. And with this, I close this episode. Thank you so much for your time and attention. If you like this episode, please like, share it, and subscribe so that this content reaches more people that can benefit from it. See you in the next episode. Bye!